Go live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Psycho Worldwide, in association with One Mind Entertainment, proudly brings to you two of the greatest podcast hosts in the world. I am Crazy Kevin. He is Dan Jones, and we are Two Fat Guys Podcast. What it do, what it do, what it do. And we also have our brother in arms with us tonight, Big Nah, joining us for these shenanigans. We are going to have a good time tonight. Dan, I was going to call you something else, and it'd have been no Diddy for the rest of the night. What's popping with you?
Man, listen, I'm good, man. A couple things are going my way this week. All I'm going to say is, won't he do it?
All right, gotcha. Yeah. Amen to that.
Amen.
Yo, and shout out to little Danny. Birthday was yesterday.
Yeah,
man. Yeah, man made it a whole nother 365 around the sun.
Yeah.
God bless.
Blessings.
God bless.
Thank you.
What's popping with you, Mr. Nah, Big Nah?
Just got finished doing this crazy behind order, man. I'm tired. But yeah, everything is good. Other than that, constantly working. Bianca said something during the PLE, and unfortunately, she didn't coin it, so I'm about to steal it. So when you see it on the shirt, just know it came from her lips, and I'm gonna tell you what it is because I already started making the shirt. She said, "I'm either up or I'm getting up." That is gonna be my inspiration for all the next year. I'm either up or I'm getting up.
All right, okay.
There's no downtime.
No downtime.
No downtime. Yeah.
Now that should go on a shirt.
It's going.
That should be with the Two Fat Guys logo. Right there. Oh, and for those who don't know,
One's up. He shall return.
Yeah, I know some of y'all going. I thought you wasn't. Now look, I ain't got nothing against the bloodline. I mess with the bloodline. At some point in time, I gotta get honor what honors due.
We
And
converted them.
Yeah,
when
yeah.
Roman came back and did his thing, I told y'all
Oh,
I popped in
PC.
SummerSlam.
He's feeling Uchi now.
Oh, PC.
I'm still gonna ride up with my New Day though. So,
Oh, PC.
I mean, what? Look, fans chat in OTC, but it also go New Day rocks. Same thing. So,
Yeah, right up until Kofi turned on Xavier. I think it's going to be the other way around. Everybody looking for Xavier to turn on Kofi. It's going to be the other way around. Watch what
It might be that big. It might be that big dude, bro.
So I'm just saying though, because I remember there was a time on this platform, on this broadcast, when Wyatt 6 showed up, and everybody kept saying, "No, they going after Jay. They going to go get Jay." And I'm on the island of one saying, "No, they going after Chad Gable."
I mean, it made sense to go after Jay, but I mean, it is what it is.
It never made sense to go after Jay.
Yes, it did. The man was using the fire. You stole a.
Jay
and they
never
still
betrayed
can.
his family. Stop.
They still can.
Hold on. Jay never betrayed his family. Jay never went against it, and he never
Technically, he did.
At the end. But remember, Jay was being abused by his family. That was the same thing Chad Gable was doing to the Alpha Academy. He called them his family, but it was his whipping post. That's what the Y6 ain't like. But we can have a whole nother session about that another day. What we're going to be talking about tonight, is Bash in Berlin PLE that took place this afternoon. Or in the morning.
A whole lot of meat slapping today. I mean, it was some hard hitting meat slapping events today. I'm just saying
that match. You know what? First of all, the fans, and I think Gunther said it best in the press conference. In the press conference, when he said, "It's Europe." It's Europe. Like, Europe fans are passionate when they and even for AEW, they showed up for All In, and I give them credit for that.
Everybody was up on AEW.
It'll be the last show they sell out. But Europe shows up for professional wrestling, and shout out to them. It started with Italy. No, was it Italy or because Australia, Perth,
France,
Italy. Yeah, that's France. Yeah, France. But Australia wasn't really popping like that, but they still came through. But Europe, gotta give it to them boys. Gotta give it to them those Europeans. So
I think they need to bring NXT UK back. I'm sorry, I like NXT UK.
Facts.
It was money. It wasn't the draw that they was hoping. And
it wasn't a draw over here, but it was a draw over there.
Just keep it over there.
Keep it over there and actually get some airtime for them over there. He wasn't getting no airtime over there. All their TV show taping was being shown over here.
That's true. So, we're gonna get into it. And the shenanigans will begin as normal. We are just gonna have some fun tonight, and I can't wait to see what we're going to do and how we're going to act the fool. So, we're gonna get into this. Hold on, I'm sorry. Y'all already know I gotta do my monitoring stuff over here. Make sure stuff is working. We ain't trying to have a repeat of two fat guys after dark again.
Yo, that joke was hilarious.
Oh man,
post show is just as funny as the regular show.
Oh my!
You need like a Patreon or something where you got after the fact. What happens after the fact? Uncensored.
Right.
You know what? That's something that we might want to discuss. Yo, so first match we're going to get into tonight is definitely going to be the first match of the night, which was the Undisputed WWE Championship match versus Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens. I'm gonna start this one. It was better than what I thought it was gonna be.
You thought it wasn't going to be good?
No. Let's keep it a buck. Some of Cody's title defenses have been kind of like, but they start off, pick up, go down.
Anything KO in there. Anything KO is going to be good.
But that's what I'm saying. And KO being KO, Kevin Steen, Kevin Owens, whatever you want to call him, he showed up like he always does, and he put on a match. He carried Cody a lot throughout that match. And don't get me wrong, I'm not sleeping on Cody. I'm not saying Cody ain't pulled his weight, but Kevin Owens, with the emotional stuff that he was going through and trying not to be the old Kevin Owens and trying to be, true to his friends and be honorable.
That was a perfect story.
Right, it was. It definitely was, and it brought a really good dynamic to that match. Just him alone, because he could have hit him like he did chop block. He realized that knee went out. He hesitated, but he wound up pulling the trigger on that knee, and he could have hit him with the apron powerbomb. And I feel like that was his downfall. Like, he might have walked out with the new championship if he did. He might have been a new champion if he did that. But he's trying to have integrity. Pardon me. He's trying to have integrity, and
later for all
that. Look, he's trying to have integrity, and unfortunately, the integrity cost him the Undisputed Championship.
What Booker T used to say, if you ain't cheating, you ain't winning.
But it's all about checks and championships.
Checks and championships.
And KO was only getting one of those.
Only one. Ain't seen another singles championship in years.
I think he did a good job, though.
No,
the story by itself.
Go ahead.
No, my bad. I think he did a good job, though. The story by itself pretty much told us that we need the prize fighter KO back. We need that one. And we can clearly tell based off what you said, all Cody Rhodes matches have been his pace. They've been slow and steady, and everybody gets frustrated, and he turn around and do them that one move, the Cody, what's it called? The crossroads 3 times and it's over. Once he gets to 3.
Oh no! First he hulk up because he got to hulk up first, and then he
ain't had no time for that. KO didn't give him no rest.
No,
and KO was a big boy to
he hulked up twice. He hulked up twice
in that match. Anyway, it wasn't good enough.
Twice.
He had to hulk up twice. It wasn't good enough. I think KO actually got me invested in the match when he didn't pull the trigger on the apron powerbomb. And to me, it was like, you did Sami Zayn, why you can't do Cody Rhodes?
Right, your man's, your brother, your right hand man. You try to
your right hand man. You was the best man in his wedding, and you still powerbombed him.
Now, what I would like
3 times.
I would like to believe that he didn't pull the trigger because this is the beginning of a slow story.
Maybe this definitely going to end.
He gonna get pissed at himself, and everybody be like, "You should have pulled the trigger," and then he gonna turn on.
I think this is a slow start for him to turn heel.
Absolutely,
him to turn heel. He probably gonna talk to Randy Orton. Randy Orton will probably catch one from him, and then Cody gonna be like, "Why'd you do that?" But like, I'm gonna do you too now. I ain't making that same mistake twice.
Because truth be told, heel Kevin is gold. Let's call it.
That prize fighter heel. I like it. I want the same energy he had when he was fighting the Bloodline.
And I was going to say, you went into that. Kevin Owens is the unsung hero of the Bloodline storyline because his beef with Roman solidified Roman. He carried Roman through that whole beef for 3 years. He was beefing with the Bloodline by himself.
Yeah.
He's an unsung hero. As much as they like to say Sami Zayn was a big part of the Bloodline story, Kevin Owens is just as big a part of that story.
So let's just say that they're going to wind up fighting each other again down the road. It's Cody and Roman. No, Sami and what's his name? KO and Roman.
Oh, absolutely.
They're going to fight again. Because you can tell there's so much animosity right there. When he gave him the title shot, he was like, "You either going to take it or I'm giving it to Roman." I had no, we ain't doing that again.
Nah.
We ain't doing that again. Nah.
Yo, shout out to Raj for watching. And my wife, she tuning in right now watching, so shout out to her.
Wait, here we go. I did it for The Rock.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
Oh, you
What did
rated
you do?
X for shenanigans.
You know I live with this woman, right?
Of course. I know that. That's why I said, not you.
You catch
the
all
ice
the
cream in the
Yeah,
middle
but
of the
I'm the
night.
one that's still
You
going to
supposed to
hear
get.
it. I'm
But
still
you can
gonna
get the
hear
ice cream in the middle of the night and you're fun.
Stop. PG.
Shenanigans.
PG. Some of us got church in the morning.
Praise.
Hey, Miss Voorhees, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Voorhees? Welcome to the show.
Said it once, I say it again. I love the last name.
Naeem, I'm gonna let you read that one.
Oh yes, the favorite meat slappers. That's what's up. That's what we do.
Yeah.
That's what we do.
We are what? We are what? 16 minutes into this?
Yes.
Yeah. Shenanigans started at minute 5.
It's Labor Day weekend. I'm sure people are going to slap some meat on the grill tomorrow. This is a meat slapping weekend, sir.
Oh yeah, definitely slapping meat on the grill.
NXT got a PLE tomorrow. Is another meat slapping
They
event.
do, don't they? They do.
Yes, sir. Meat slapping
Jada
weekend.
Parker. Jada Parker, and that slap. Jesus.
Woo. Meat slapping weekend.
Meat slapping. With the Wheatleys.
She told us, she said, I'm going to slap the taste out your mouth. Shorty said, you going to do waka.
Yo, all the makeup left her face and went onto the camera.
I was like, well, did y'all rehearse that? Did she know it was coming? Because good Lord.
No, she didn't know that was coming.
Yo, I didn't see it live, but I saw the video, and all I saw was the pause. Like somebody took a still shot of her slapping her, and it was like, so she learned a very valuable lesson that day, which is you never dare a black woman to slap you because they're going to slap you.
Wow.
First of all, the other rule is anybody with a cut in their eyebrow to fight.
Pretty much.
She got hands, and then she plays soccer for a living. She got hands and feet.
Which I don't know why her finisher is not some type of punt kick to the head. I like the hip thing.
Because she could probably legit kick somebody by accident.
Oh, yeah.
Use your strengths. That's what Pat McAfee did. He was a kicker, so that was his finish. He kicked people.
Hey, when he kicked Adam Cole in NXT,
yeah, that joint was hard. I thought that dude.
We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that in a couple weeks.
Come back to that.
Yeah, come back to that. So, but I think overall that match was a good match. It told a story, but I also think it opened the book for other stuff to come, and we're gonna dive into that when we get into the Gunther.
Before we move on, can I say my opinion about Cody and that I've been saying since he got the belt?
Sure. Shout out to breast cancer awareness. I like the cup.
Yeah,
it's coming up. I did this, by the way.
Okay.
I like Cody. The what do you call it? What's the people that work in the backstage area with the suits?
Gorillas.
No, what do they call them? Executive.
Producers.
I like Cody the executive. I like Cody the wrestler chasing the belt. I don't like Cody the champion. I'm sorry.
They like him as the underdog.
I like him as the underdog. I like him going for the championship. I like him competing and having feuds and all that. But once he got the belt, I understand he's the poster child. He's doing a good job executive-wise. He's meeting all the kids. He's signing all the autographs. He's doing all the Make-A-Wish, the things you're supposed to do when you got the ball. When you got the ball in the post interview, there's a lot that come with it. He's doing all the great stuff outside of the company. Even did Triple H job because he was gone.
His daughter went to college today.
Cody, the actual champion, is boring. It's boring. It's boring.
So here's the argument, and this is a hill I'm willing not to die on, but I will continue to fight on.
Hey,
until truly proven otherwise. I don't think Cody's a bad champion. I think he's the champion that he needs to be, but the flip side of that coin is that we gotten spoiled by Roman. And what I mean by that is, but hold on, let me finish. I'm glad you agree with let me finish. we got spoiled by Roman because we didn't see Roman every week. Roman wasn't cutting promos every week.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he came, he left a footprint, he showed up for a couple weeks, put some, and the still afraid from his cousin, boots the asses.
Yep.
And left. And he had you wanting more. But
what was his first shirt that said "Wreck everyone and leave" when he first came back? That's what wreck everybody.
I actually had that shirt. I had
and bounce.
Yeah, I know.
Shut up. But I think that's what happened. Like, we got spoiled by the lack of a champion. So when he did come, it was more special, and the storylines was more appealing. Because now they build up. Now you really had people competing to fight for him. To fight him, excuse me. Even like you said with Kevin Owens, Roman still wasn't there every week. But it was always constantly something going on. And the bloodline themselves stayed involved for Roman. So when Roman did come back, it was everything you wanted it to be.
I have a riddle for you, sir. Who was the last 5 champions? Before Cody, who was the last 5 heavyweight champions?
The last 5 heavyweight champions?
Mm-hmm.
Before Cody?
Before Cody.
Okay, Roman. Brock.
Bray Wyatt?
No. Brock. Yeah.
Braun, Bray, Brock.
Yeah. And Big E.
Yeah.
Bobby Lashley.
Huh?
Oh yeah. Bobby Lashley was the champion. He was the champion during the COVID era.
No,
he took it from Miz. Brock took it from him.
Are we counting Drew?
We can count Drew. We can definitely count Drew. And all of them were more entertaining than Cody Rhodes. Even though you had to sit and tilt your head to the left and the right to find and remember them, they're still more entertaining than Cody Rhodes. But you know who you didn't have to think about? You know who you didn't have to guess about?
Roman.
The needle mover.
Because technically he was the last champion before Cody. He was the most recent champion before Cody. Not to mention he held the belt for how many years?
And he should have.
Over 1,000 days?
Because that means nobody else in the company was more interesting than him in 3 or 4 years.
AK. That's very possibly true. You know, especially when they structure everything around you.
This man has held the belt as long as I've been down in Virginia.
Let's keep it a buck though. That was the same thing with John Cena.
But John Cena was at least entertaining. His promos was entertaining. You know.
Yeah.
His matches were decent, even though he had decent opponents that carried him. So even if he looked garbage, the Punk, Bray Wyatt. I mean, he had some interesting opponents.
Yeah. Shout out to I'm not even gonna try, but his name is King, and he says Roman versus Solo. Marquise just chimed in saying a heel champion is better than a face champion.
Which is what actually my point is. Good guy Cody's boring. We need bad guy Cody, and maybe he might be interesting.
Yeah, but bad guy. But so here's the problem. And as much as people, I'm not going to say as much people don't want to admit it because people have admitted it. He's the new John Cena.
Yeah, he is. He has the same shit every time.
He's the guy for the moms and the kids. Roman Reigns was the guy for the dudes.
Well, remember before they tried to make him be the new John Cena, and nobody liked him. Everybody hated him. They even booed that man when he had leukemia.
We're gonna do this again.
I don't remember them booing him when he had leukemia, yo.
They still booed that man. Be rude.
I don't remember them getting booed when he had leukemia.
I get it. He has to be the face. I get it. He has to. He's the baby face he wanted to be in AEW. The AEW fans wouldn't let him be, so that's why he left.
I think he left because of the crap with Tony Khan and the Young Bucks. But remember, Cody never really put himself over in AEW. he emphatically said he never wanted to be AEW champion because that's not why he
thought
started the
I
company.
thought that was a good move because I'm tired of seeing the Young Bucks with the belt. Even though I don't watch AEW, every time I turn it on, they got the tag team belts. Why? If you are the EVPs, why you keep being put at the top? You got all this other talent.
Because
You should be 2-time tag team champions.
It was the same thing Jeff Jarrett did in TNA.
And where did that get them?
He created a promotion. Shout out to Chris. What's going on, Chris? She's watching. But Double J, Jeff Jarrett. There we go. Jeff Jarrett created a promotion so that he could get the attention. So he could be like, I'm the guy. Because he couldn't be the guy anywhere else.
And then it ended up being trash. Although we got some good wrestlers out of it, it ended up being trash.
We got Samoa Joe from out of there. We got AJ Styles from out of there. Then granted, they was already in Japan and came back. So these was veteran wrestlers. But as far as like the United States go, we didn't know who they were. So shout out to TNA for that. They did give us some good people.
They did.
So
anyway, TNA, did anybody see the match with Jordan Grace and the new what's her name?
No.
What's her name?
No. No one saw it.
I don't get TNA.
I don't even know what time or channel TNA comes on.
Yeah, I don't watch TNA online.
What's her name? The muscle chick.
Jordan Grace. Yes.
No,
the one it's a new girl. It's a new woman. Excuse me, that they signed. So
no, she was in WWE before. I forgot her name. That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I know who it is. I just don't know her name. Hold on. Before Marquise said, go back to the Attitude Era, Ruthless Aggression era. The Hill champions were top notch. The Rock, JBL, Kurt Angle.
Everybody likes the bad guy. Every movie you watch, you go for the bad guy. If you're Batman, you watch for the Joker.
And he said,
you knew the end
it's Ash by Elegance. It's Dana Brooke.
Yeah, Dana Brooke. Yeah, I kept wanting to say Deborah Brooke, but it don't matter.
No, Dana Brooke. Shout out to Marquise for that. Yeah. She goes by Ash by Elegance down there with all her.
She's still Ash by Elegance because she's horrible.
I mean,
no, she's like Rick Martel now.
When she showed up one night on WWE product before they moved her to NXT, and I'm walking past it, Naeem. I'm walking past it. I didn't know who she was. She had got that much work done to her face. I had no idea who she was. And when they announced her name, it was like Dana Brooke. I was like, Dana who?
She loves so much she's damn near invisible now.
She was never good. Ever.
She wasn't.
Ever.
She was just nice to look at times.
April Fool. April Fool. Never.
All right, so next match we're going to talk about the WWE Women's Tag Team Championship match. The Unholy Union versus Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, a.k.a. as we like to call them, Team Ebony Bodies.
I have a different name, but we're on a family show.
PG.
I bet I know what that is.
I'm gonna need you to calm down, y'all.
SMU.
I'm gonna need you to calm. No, stop, yo. Anyway, I'm about to mute your mic, yo.
Smart Melanin United, SMU.
Smart Melanin United.
Right.
Cybermedia University.
What the problem is?
Y'all two.
What was you thinking, Kev?
It's sad when I'm the most mature person in the room. That's just
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. Shenanigans.
This match did not go the way I thought it would. And I'm actually mad that it didn't go the way.
Because we were thinking with our Booker hats on. It should have went a different way. Although we're happy it went the way it did, it should have went a different way.
Right.
So did y'all think somebody was going to come down and interfere?
Absolutely. I thought Brad Davenport was coming down and mess up things. Yep.
No, I didn't think the interfere part. All right, let's back up. So Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill did walk out victorious by reclaiming the WWE Women's Tag Team Champions for the second time. A title that they technically did not lose, but lost because they was in a triple threat match, but they were not pinned. So Jade Cargill is still pinned. She has not been pinned or submitted in WWE. Her only direct loss was by disqualification because she lost her temper.
She lost her shit.
So, all in all, it was a good match. Jade Cargill looks better and better and better every time I see her, and her confidence level is getting higher and higher, which I'm loving to see her from her. And I like how Bianca is allowing her to have getting more of the shine in the ring versus her. I still think the tag team finisher needs some help. He's a little bit of work.
I like the finisher. They need to move it like 3 centimeters to the right so they don't throw nobody out the ring. But I like.
They need another one. Yeah, that one's too long. Pick them up, drop them, flip them, kick them, power on pin. That's too much to do.
If they move too fast with that finisher, they're gonna break somebody's neck or throw somebody out the ring. They can't be too fast with that finisher.
So Marquise, I'm about to touch on that. Marquise said, "I knew there was gonna be a title change. I knew a title change was coming. Excuse me, because the next time they lose them, that's when their feud starts."
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I would rather have seen them lose tonight and start the feud on TV this week or the week coming in. And I'm gonna tell you why. This is why I was upset. And I know I'm gonna catch heat for this, and that's perfectly fine. Bianca Belair is not now understand what she's doing. She's trying to give Cargill lessons and try to be the big sister and so forth and so on. But in order for Cargill to shine, she's gonna have to break out on her own. Shout out to Miss Melanie Holt for tuning in. We appreciate you for joining the Two Fat Guy podcast live broadcast. Thank you for tuning in. She needs to be able to stand on her own. They need to remove that safety net. And since they got Bad Blood coming up, I feel as though that would be a great match or a great PLE for them to have that singles match. That's why I was upset that they didn't lose tonight. I felt like they should have lost and build this up to Bad Blood. Like, they don't need a WrestleMania. They don't need a Survivor Series. I'm gonna get to you now. Bad Blood would have been the perfect for me. In my book ahead, that would have been the best chance or showing for Jade Cargill and Bianca. Go ahead now.
So here's my take. First of all, I thought the match was going to have an interference with Blair Davenport. Naomi comes down, try to stop Blair. Through all the chaos, the unholy union finds a way to win. That's how I envisioned it going. Although I'm happy they won. Cool. I think they are, a better face for the tag team than the other two. That's cool.
Yeah.
I personally don't want to see Jade and Bianca beef. I know it sounds good and it looks good on paper, but why do they have to beef? They're pretty much the same wrestler, just was on different platforms at one point. Now they're here together. Why make them beef? Why take these two black women who are strong, who are fast, who are athletic, and now you want to make them beef? Why they just can't shine together? Why one of them can't get the top belt over here in this promotion, the other one get the top belt in that promotion? Why they got the beef? That's my problem.
That's what Wichita was saying at the press conference. Like, bro, hey, let it be later on. Y'all, we worried about that too much. Let us cook with these belts.
A little bit. Let us enjoy each other. Let us be around each other. I don't see nobody trying to rush to make Naomi beef with Bianca. Why y'all trying to make Jade beef with Bianca? Now, with that being said, I do kind of agree with Kev that Jade needs to kind of venture off on her own. My booking mind would be if they are going to beef or they are going to split or they lose the belts and they decide to go separate ways, I think Jade need to go down to NXT, scoop up Cara, scoop up Lash. That's your new baddies. You roll on that way. And you
scoop up Jade Park. Scoop up Jade Park.
I like that idea. Nah. Let Jade apart be solo. But what you just said about Lash and the other one and Jade, I think, yes. First of all, that's equal.
Come on.
When you got Bianca,
walk with me.
When you got Bianca, Naomi, and Jade together, that's a lot.
That is a lot.
Then you talking about putting Jade with
Jakara, and Lash.
That's a lot.
These are your new baddies. And Bianca said something along one of these few PLEs back that seeing black women now is not something. It's not a nostalgia thing. It is the norm. You don't
It's
go
the
like
norm, yeah.
black girl in here. No, like no, we here. We just here. Like you can stop counting now. They got so many of them. You can stop counting now.
Although I do think they slow putting the hell in for them, but I think it's gonna be Jade that's gonna turn on her. Just because of the fact if you watch these interviews closely, Bianca's so quick to talk right before Jade says something. It's the constant cutoff. And every time Jade gives her like a little side eye. It's a lot going on.
It's the Bianca being humble and Jade want to wild out. Jade like she's so humble. It's like nah. You can see a little bit remnants of the AEW version of Jade kind of popping back up.
You know what's funny? Jade kind of like went off a little bit on a reporter. During the press
mentioning AEW.
I ain't got no problem with it either. Stop asking.
Right now, I'm with him. Like, but she was just like, look, this, I'm tired of answering this same question. AEW was AEW. Like, I was there. I'm here now. I'm taking the best of this advantage and da 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 da. And I agree with her, but like Danny just said, like the little attitude, the black girl, the black girl, right. You know what I mean?
Stop asking me this. Stop asking me the same dumb questions. I've been here over a year now. That's in my rearview mirror. Her run in WWE for the little bit of time she's been here was 10 times better than her run as a champion in AEW anyway. So this is now.
AEW, she was very protected. She was
let's be honest. Her hardest match at the AEW was the gear that she wore to the ring. Was she? No, hear me out. When she came out as Jade from Mortal Kombat.
Let's cook. Let that man cook. Go ahead, keep cooking.
When she came out as Jade from Mortal Kombat, we was like, all right, that's fire. When she came out with her sorority sister, the AKA, that was fire. When she came out of all the characters, when she came out of Storm from X-Men, that was fire.
Her interest was it. That's all we remember.
Yeah, because she only did pump kicks and suplexes. Over here, she hopping off of ropes, flying clotheslines, DDT. You got to work over WWE.
Her opponents are actually throwing her around. She's actually working.
That's what Cody said. Cody was like, when she was in Nightmare Factory, he only had 30 days to work with her, but he could tell she wanted to do more than that. He was like, yo, she wanted us to punch her in the face, literally punch her in the face. It's like, nah, we're not doing that over here because Tony Khan didn't want it. But she come over here to NXT the Performance Center.
She done been cut. You done seen blood coming down the face.
But you know who punched her in the Performance Center? Cora Jade. She was training with Cora Jade, and Cora Jade was like, wow, right in the mouth. Knuckle up. We fighting over here. Sean was like, yeah, we're going to cut you free over here. They want you up top first, so let's get it going.
You want to earn that joint.
Yeah. So I think this is a good reason why if Bianca don't get traded on, she going to have to go heel. Both of them going to have to go heel together.
Give Bianca her flowers because you got to not only maintain your spot, but you also got to bring somebody else up and make sure they shine. You basically are given responsibility to make sure she make sure she do well, and keep her spirits up when it ain't looking good. And she hearing the crowd, and she hearing seeing the comments. That's why that finger up under the chin thing is iconic.
Iconic, yes, it is.
But you also got to remember that I think they talked about that the kickoff panel when they talked about, I don't know if the beginning or the end of the show.
It was Big E.
They mentioned that. It was Big E. Yeah, it was Big E. Oh man, we said so much and lost my day on train of thought.
Give Bianca her flowers. That's where we started at.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. So, press conference, Bianca was saying that the reason why she loves tagging with Jade is because she knows how it feels to be thrown in automatically. Shout out to Sean for tuning in. Shout out to my brother from another. Thank you for tuning in, sir. We appreciate you. So that's why I think she's also kind of partial to Jade because she knows what it feels like to be fresh in and then thrown into the fire. She was like, within her first year, she was in a main event, and not main event, but she had a WrestleMania match.
Right.
You know, and every year since she's been in WrestleMania, either defending or trying to get a title. So, but she's been a locker room mentor to her. Like it was done for her, she's doing it for Jade.
I think they should need their own music. One music together. 'Cause that whole split music thing, that lets me know you're not gonna be a tag team for long.
I do like the T-shirt Jay had on though, with the half and half Bianca half her thing.
Well, they need to song together.
They need a name and they need one song.
Yeah, that way when they do split up, it'll mean more when you hear that a storm is coming all over again.
Yeah.
They need one song together, come out one badass entrance and call it a day.
But if they gonna split, I think Bianca need to be the one to light the shot first. Her and Montez need to go ahead. Montez need to rock old Angelo in the face, and Bianca can rock Jade in the jaw, and they just go ahead and do the Booker T, Charmel thing 2.0 all over again.
They need to. I
say this.
Montez later on down the line.
I'm gonna say this, and I said this before. If Street Profits break up, Dawkins' career in WWE is over.
No.
Montez
he's too good for that.
No, he's good, but Montez is the light. He's the guy that people. He's the moth to the light. He's the light that people are drawn to.
They're drawn to him, but you do know that if you look at the Street Profits matches, it's usually Dawkins the reason why they win these matches.
Yeah, he put the power in.
He's the one carrying the load. Montez just goes up and does a frog splash and call it a day.
I honestly think what not saying should be true. If they do break up, give it like a couple months, let that man come back as Luke Cage with the holy hoodie on and just start going ham. He will have the right shot because clearly he could beat Braun Strowman. You see what he did to him WrestleMania. He knocked that man 40 yards back. You feel me? Everybody that was in there, he even handled the AOP on his own. Absolutely.
Braun
he handled AOP on his own, a different thing.
They really turned Braun Strowman into a jobber though.
Yeah,
I said it once, I said it before. We don't need Braun Strowman.
I mean, no, we really don't. But they turned him into a jobber though.
They turned him into.
They did.
Next question.
They did. So, next question.
I was never on that train with Braun Strowman.
He hasn't been the same since Roman came and wrecked him and took the championship from him and the Fiend. Ain't been the same since.
No, he has.
What has he?
I think him leaving to get the surgery and him losing by getting himself together. I think a lot of the momentum that he did had at one point he lost.
And I'm sure he's going to do with Raquel.
And him jobbing for Braun Strowman is not Braun. I combined Bronson Reed. Thank you. I definitely combined their names. Bronson Reed is crazy.
Very crazy.
Well,
first of all, he been jobbing before that because he got as my man Dan just said, he got knocked 50 yards back by Angelo in one joint. Then he was getting beat up by Judgment Day.
Well, in fairness, Judgment Day at that time was beating everybody asses. So
yeah, but Dom,
you talking about the same body over in the ambulance, man? Come on, stop playing.
I don't care which one it was. You had a tough match with Dom.
No, yo, we ain't gonna do that. And granted, this my man. He in the Hall of Fame, or I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not. But Mark Henry, yo, Mark Henry, the world's strongest man, and he was out here jobbing for people. This man was pressing cards.
He was jobbing for people before he became Hall of Fame Mark Henry. Once he became Hall of Fame Mark Henry, he wasn't jobbing no more.
Yeah,
jobbing was a rap.
Yeah, but still though, he was still jobbing for people.
Because he was sexual chocolate then. He was funny. It was cool. I don't believe I said the name out loud, but that's what he was before he became Hall of Fame Mark Henry. He was messing with what's the old lady? All crazy stuff before that.
Yeah, man. It's the Braun gotta come. That's probably why the Y6 ain't bring him.
No, he actually in a kayfabe interview, he said he doesn't want to go back down that dark part of his life again.
Well, that's why you're getting jobbed.
That's part of your career.
That's why you're getting sunned right now. You got beat up by the Y6 when he came back, and then you just got put through a car. Wasn't he one of the people that was in the back got smacked in the head or something, or laying on the ground?
No, he wasn't even there.
That was Gunther.
He said he had just left. He was like, he had just left. He's like,
that was Gunther and Gable and like, yeah. But
all right, so
yeah, I'm that train.
Proceed.
Since we mentioned Judgment Day, let's talk about the mixed tag team match with the Terror Twins, Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley versus Dirty Dominic Mysterio. That sounds.
Well, I cared about the pin. I don't care nothing about the match. I cared about the pin. I'm sorry.
And Liv Morgan, the mixed tag match. Hold on, I got you, D.
Just fast forward to the pin.
You know.
She got a name for it now.
Can't fast forward to the pin yet. So this match came about because Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley were turned on back at SummerSlam by their fellow Judgment Day members, which is Dominic Mysterio and everybody else. So now
Eddie Mysterio,
they're on a war path to get revenge, and tonight they was able to implement some of that revenge on Dirty Dom and Liv Morgan, and like it or not, it was a good match.
Facts.
It was a good match, and yes, the pin. What she calls it, the pretzel.
It's called the pretzel. But at first, Damien, he said he calls it, hey, take it easy.
Right.
The AO. It's called the AO.
The AO.
The AO. Listen.
And I think Liv bent a little extra because she's a little more flexy. Like everybody else been like Liv been. That joint, man, I put the thing on pause. I was like, yeah. Whoa.
You remind me of the Keenan Peele sketch when they came over, they was married and the wives walked off. He was like, yeah, she getting on my nerves. She was all slow, this, that, the third. And I was like, you know what? I was like, you bitch. He was like you called? He was like,
yeah. That okay. Let's get to the match. The match was a decent match. I again, this was one of those matches I thought some shenanigans were going to happen, and Dominic and Liv were going to pull out the winch. Now shenanigans did happen. But this version of the Judgment Day ain't like the old version of the Judgment Day where shenanigans can happen and it goes in their favor. This didn't go in their favor. They all got beat up.
Yeah. The whole squad
got beat up. I don't even know where Carlito went. I think once picked him up on her shoulders and dropped him, he was just done for the day. I don't know why.
Here's my thing. I can't take Carlito serious, yo.
He can go in time. I'm good.
You do realize Carlito was in the era of Randy Orton, John Cena, Batista. Like he's old, so I don't even know why he's hanging with these people.
When they brought him, when he did the cameo, when they did the PLE down in Puerto Rico, and they came out, it was him, Savio Vega, and all these other Puerto Rican wrestlers. I was like, all right, cool, Carlito, give him a pop, yeah. And then it was like 3 months later, it was like, Carlito got signed to a deal. I was like, why?
Now, granted, cool. I'm all for people working. I'm happy that people are working and doing what they love. He is good comic relief, though. I'll give him that. He is definitely funny. But as a help person, somebody to aid me in the fight, you're not looking too good out there, bro.
No.
Yeah, you the vet.
And you the vet, right?
Right.
That is not cool.
Not cool.
And I just feel like somebody needs to check on JD McDonough's head, yo.
Yo, love him or hate him. First of all, he can really fight.
He can fight and he takes both.
He can take a whipping from anybody and make them look epic.
He reminds me of Dolph Ziggler. How Dolph Ziggler used to take bumps for everybody.
But every time I see him, it looks like after he goes through some type of dramatic thing, you see him the following week, his head looks bigger, yo.
What do you call him, Lord Farquhar or JD McDumbass? Yo, I miss Lord Farquhar. But if you just let that man fight and be the ace, he's vicious.
Yeah.
I know he's vicious. It's just then you got Finn Balor who got like 0% body fat. Oh no, yeah, like 5% body fat, and I don't know why. Like Finn just cannot get out the blocks anymore. Like
over here making a black and purple Bullet Club, bro.
Like, he need to go. He need to stop trying to be funny. He need to stop trying to be funny. Judgment Day Finn, and that little stint he had at NXT where he went back for his little second run, and he was like just no feelings, no nothing, just hardcore. Go to that. Go back to that.
Straight
be the real leader, and then go back to being just stone cold a killer.
No, I'm gonna be honest with you. This match, I think they should have let Dom cook a little bit more. Cause like Dom can go, but it was a couple of things like, yo, you ain't gonna keep punching me in the face like this, old Damian Priest, cause you were striking him, bro, and his mustache kept moving every time he hit him.
Tom will take some time off and go in the gym for at least a couple of weeks, because sir, it's.
Can I talk about how Dominic Mysterio? It was like the very beginning of the match when it was him and Damian.
When he died.
He was kind of standing in the middle of the ring, and Damian just flat foot, big booted him in the face, yo.
Like, yo, sir.
First of all, the spinning punches would did it for me. I'd have got somebody's knife and did something. In the old Baltimore club song, you keep on effing around. I'm gonna go get.
You need to lean into the I've been to prison version, Dom. Like, pull a shank out of something. Like, do something.
So, if that man got that much skin, you should be biting, bro. You should be biting him on the arm or something. You had to cheat the woman.
Tell me why they got prison version Dom in WWE 2K24, like in the story mode line.
And they should. That interest was hard.
I gotta get to that. I didn't see that part yet.
Yeah, it's part of the undisputed storyline.
Well, which one? The girl version or the guy version?
The male version.
So listen, in this match, I know it's the far-fetched, but they said Raquel Rodriguez was supposed to come out because that's nothing.
She hasn't been cleared to come back yet.
Right.
That's what on a couple sites I was on there, like she was possibly clear to come back. I'm like, all right, if she come back, she got to help Rhea lose. And like that had been real tough for this match. And now everybody was looking for Jay Uso.
Why would she help Rhea lose though?
Because Rhea's the reason technically she's on the shelf.
Yeah, she's the reason why she out.
Remember the storyline was whole, and this is the thing that be tripping me out about fans about storylines. Technically, Liv is in the right. Rhea was Liv's tag partner. She turns on Liv, beats Liv. Liv gets with Raquel. They get the tag belts. She makes them lose the tag belts. She puts Liv on the shelf. Then she puts Raquel on the shelf. So yes, I am well within my rights to get my revenge.
But
that's why.
Hold on. Rhea never said Liv was wrong for wanting revenge. Not once did she say she was wrong for wanting revenge.
I'm saying the fans booing Liv. What? Why? She's justified.
Because wrestling fans don't ever want to admit when they're wrong about something.
Right. That's why when Jackie interviewed Liv and Dom, and they was like, Liv, is this the end of your revenge tour? She was like, oh, I got a lot more reasons why I don't like Rhea Ripley. We're going to start before me. And I was like, oh, she talking about Raquel.
Yes.
Fickle.
They're fickle.
Yeah. That's going to be a problem. I wouldn't be surprised if they go one-on-one one more time and Raquel come back.
Yeah, but all in all, I definitely enjoyed this match. It was a good match.
I like the ending too.
Just watching four people from Judgment Day just get manhandled by two people. One, and I'm not downplaying this, so please don't jump on my neck. One, which is a woman, just don't get me wrong. Rhea she built different. All right, it was.
She built like a dude. Because that's the
all I'm gonna say is this before you go. If y'all gonna let her DDT and suplex these men, y'all better let sure she can take one from a guy.
She can.
I need to see JD do that little where he pull the arm out into the side suplex on her neck.
Or give her one of those heads up to the chin, them old Buddy Murphy. Bow. Give him
Earn
one.
one of them joints.
So here's the crazy part about it, right? I was getting ready to touch on that. I was like, I remember even when Edge was there, and even after Edge left, they did the whole when Rhea was getting in men's faces and headbutting them and dropping them. I was like, I'm not an advocate for beating on a woman, but my mother always told me you never put your hands on a woman, but if she hits you like a man,
You got to tap that chin at least once.
right? So
If Shawn Michaels can super kick a kid, she can catch his hands.
Right.
I was talking about the Shawn Michaels super kick to a kid to my son the other day. I swear to God I was. It was yesterday about
You keep playing, we ain't gonna get Marty Jannetty.
that.
If you can super kick a kid, super kick some papers out of somebody's hands, food is flying in the air.
Super kick a guy. You just randomly super kick a guy named Stan. Like, how? What's your name? Stan. Wow. See, I just super kick Stan.
We need them again. We need the super kick parties again.
First of all, super kick it need to go back to meaning something. Everybody's super kicking now.
Yeah,
it don't mean anything anymore.
It's like the spear. Everybody does it now. It doesn't have the same effect anymore.
They need to do the Andrade fake super kick, go to the spinning elbow. He's gonna kill somebody. He keep putting people's noses in the back of their head. That's not physically possible.
I know the PLE only got 5 matches or something like that. I guess that's what they do now. But I feel like Carmelo and Andrade should have been on this PLE.
I think they're going to wind up on the next PLE because they're tied now.
The last one.
Yeah, they're 2-2 now. So I think the rubber match is going to be at the next PLE.
It damn well better.
It should be, yeah. It needs to be. And I'm
really
noticing
trying to get more than
most of the PLEs that we're having is always the titles are being defended. I don't think there's been one PLE since they moved to these 5 matches. The titles haven't been defended.
So it's Clash of the Champions every month.
Which is almost pointless because they don't even change hands most of the time. You keep defending them, but they ain't changing hands. Why we invested in this?
So
because these matches, the story, Triple H always he talking about you don't have to be a champion in order to have, you don't have to have the belt in order to be a champion. You can tell a good story without the belt being involved.
And that's very much true. But you
true.
got people that tell the stories.
Bro,
let's
for 6 months we fighting over a 50-cent bracelet.
Huh?
For 6 months we fighting over a 50-cent bracelet.
For 6 months we fighting over a 50-cent bracelet, and then the last 2 months they've been fighting over a necklace. That's all I'm saying. Those things
This is what I'm saying.
Like, you do know the Ulapala is losing paint.
Right.
That joint stop being red.
First of all, I want to know if CM Punk washed his face after what he did.
All right, so let's get into that match because I was ready to talk about that. So, CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre in a strap match. For those who are not familiar with a strap match, you are tied to your opponent with a leather strap in between you. You
it's not 2 women together. Don't get it confused. It's totally separate. I said it's not 2 women being together. That's separate.
Oh my Lord Jesus.
That's a different kind of slap.
You're tied to one end, the each end of the strap, the leather strap. God damn, you just made this sound completely dirty. Why? Anyway.
That's a totally different strap match. It's, for all you who are watching, we're talking about 2 different things.
Anyway, you have to touch all 4 corners. You have to touch all 4 corners without your momentum being stopped in order to win the match.
Is Kev going to get through this segment without chuckling? Tune in.
No, we cannot. So, it's too late for that. We done lost that. Oh my Lord.
Go ahead, sir. Carry on.
Chris says straps. Wrestling is getting kinky.
Not that type of straps, ma'am. It's the belt.
Oh man!
Picture a very long belt.
It is a very long belt. Okay.
You're whipping some. Well, okay. Well, maybe that's not the best way to describe that either.
To the 50 Shades of Grey.
You can use the strap. You can use the strap as a weapon.
We're not gonna make it.
Doesn't help.
We're not. And we're tied. You and your opponent are tied on each end of the strap. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. I think I like the second idea, but oh my God, I need to. Oh.
I knew I liked her for a reason.
No, ma'am. No, not that type of party. Not that type of party.
So this was a good match.
Yes,
Oh man,
it actually made CM Punk look like he can actually still wrestle.
he was out of
He
breath
can
like a
still
mother.
wrestle.
He was.
He can still wrestle. I think Punk. I don't
He's.
remember he lost.
You know how they say everybody on the clock and their clock is ticking and it's winding down. His is definitely winding down. It's like on the last few seconds.
I want to know why he all of a sudden think he's gonna get a title shot. He only won one match.
She said it's like a bungee cord.
It's not like a bungee cord.
No,
Chris, just imagine like those old Texas style leather straps that had
Bunkhouse Stampede.
Like on Stampede. It's those type of straps.
well, remember you said she was a wrestling novice, so she don't even know what a bunkhouse stampede is.
Well, she know what a stampede is. She know what horse straps are. So, moving on.
Like this show.
So
Oh
thank
boy!
y'all for joining us for our final episode.
Picture 12 Years a Slave meets 50 Shades of Grey meets wrestling, and that's what you got.
That's technically what it is. And the match was invented by a white guy, a country ass white guy at that.
Who like whipping? Who like whipping people?
Rhodes. R.I.P. to the late Dusty Rhodes, Cody Rhodes' dad.
He was the one that came up with that, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He came up with the strap match and the War Games match.
You see, that's the problem. They took the bell
behind the closed doors.
They need to have the bell back on it. That's where we're losing it at. The bell not on it no more. Remember, you used to take the strap and they wrapped it and took the bell and it went bling and bong you.
Yeah.
Yeah, bling bong. Yeah.
And somebody named Danny would be yelling in the background, "We need more cowbell." So
yeah, you used to like hearing that bell rockle off somebody's forehead, man.
Yeah, no. So this match did a lot. This match did a lot to what was going on between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. And then it was ruined. I heard what you said about the title. We're gonna jump into that in a second.
It was ruined.
It was ruined
by the ending.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get to that in a second. That was Lord Jesus. So, match wise, story wise, it was great. It put Punk back in a positive light. It's his first win in over a decade in WWE. Since he's been back. Technically his third official match. Because it was the Rumble, the match with Drew at SummerSlam that he lost, and now this one. So this is his third match since being back. First one in over a decade with being back with the company. It was a good match, man. And like Drew, at one point in time, you thought Drew was going to win. I do like that, but deep down inside, I think we all knew Punk needed a W, and he needed to put this Drew McIntyre thing behind him. So,
this ain't over.
Oh,
that match will be a hell in itself.
It needs to be. It needs to be over.
Yeah, I think they probably will wind up having one more match, and I think that's going to be like a qualification match.
Please no.
Like because Triple H has been doing tournaments lately. He's been doing hella tournaments. So
I feel like Drew needs to take some time off, go promote his movie or something. Come back.
And I think that's the other thing. I think that's also why he lost, because he's about to go promote the movie. And they also promote the movie was the sponsor for this match. So it's a movie with him and Batista. I can't remember the name of it.
The Killing Game. He got a 10-minute role in that movie. He be all right. The strap match was longer. He did better with the straps than he.
The movie's gonna be trash anyway, but it's neither here nor there.
Batista been doing some good work, yo.
Nope. I mean, just because Batista do good work don't mean the rest of the cast is.
We'll see.
Drax is always. I'm sorry. Go ahead. We good.
Yeah,
we good.
Moving on.
I'm sorry.
So what we were alluding to earlier during this particular part of the conversation, ladies and gentlemen.
You sure you want to talk about this part, Rev? You want one of us?
Talk about this part.
You sure you want to do this? Or you want one of us to do it?
No, I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah, they gonna come out right about that.
Make sure you tell the people the real.
CM Punk had a bracelet a fan made for him that has his wife's name,
there you go, left.
Dog's name on the bracelet.
Way left.
And he, during a particular time when Drew McIntyre attacked CM Punk, he took the bracelet.
And
And CM Punk has been on a mission to not only whoop Drew McIntyre's ass, but also to retrieve the bracelet that contains his wife's and dog's name on it.
Yep.
For whatever reason, during these matches, Drew McIntyre decides to keep the bracelet in his crotch.
Keep it going.
And their last match prior to this one, Drew McIntyre pulled it out his crotch and put it on. Even waved it in Punk's face and kissed it. That's fine. That's your crotch. It is what it is.
He even smelt it.
Yeah.
So today,
he did that.
Today, same thing happened with Drew McIntyre pulled the bracelet out of his crotch and put it on, and the match proceeds to continue. CM Punk, before he touches the last turnbuckle, he takes the bracelet from off of Drew McIntyre's wrist, put it on, touches the last turnbuckle, and during his celebration, CM Punk kisses the bracelet that was in the crotch of Drew McIntyre. In our private chat, and I'm going to own this because I knew we were thinking it. I just have a habit of saying what people are thinking.
Here we go.
God is working, and God is working on me with that. I was like, so am I the only one that just realized that CM Punk inadvertently kissed Drew McIntyre's So,
now, you know, our clear brethren do things differently than we do. They have a totally different code when it comes to hygiene and things of that nature than we do. So they might not even register on their scale that it was even a bad thing to do.
Did you say our clear brethren?
Our clear brethren. Clear brethren. I did. We don't want to alienate any group. Our clear brethren have a different set of rules. They got different jokes. They got different things they can do. They can go in the bathroom and handle their business and walk right out the door without touching any bit of water.
I've seen them wash their hands, then use the bathroom, and then walk out.
They take showers. They don't even. I bet you if you go to one of their houses, they don't even have washcloths in the shower. They don't believe that. You just want to use the soap.
Seeing videos about that. I'm confused, but go ahead.
So when CM Punk decided that I got my bracelet. Yes, this is a very important $5 bracelet. Apparently, it's his life, and he kissed it. The only thing everybody black thought about was like, yo,
right?
Did you just kiss that man's balls? Like, is that what we doing?
Hey, nah.
The match went out.
He ain't do what I think he just did, bro.
The match went out. Everything before that went out the window. We didn't care about the match no more. We was like, I know you just.
Did y'all rewind it back and play it just to make sure you saw what you saw?
No, I didn't rewind anything. I left the room.
No, I had to rewind it back.
I didn't have to rewind it because they showed the replay.
And I'm like,
that's what I'm about to say. I rewind it, played it back, and then went live with it, and they showed that same part. So cut it back even like this.
So in my hope that, you know, as a wrestling fan, I'm hoping that Drew may have had some extra garments underneath the tights, and maybe they were in between his, you know.
So here's the thing: I don't think he did, and this is why I say this. This is not with everybody, because there's a wrestler by the name of Big E, formerly known as Big E Langston, who wears a singlet when he would wrestle.
He used to take the pancakes out of the joints and people was eating them.
And Xavier Woods,
those are your boys.
Xavier Woods said that Big E didn't wear underwear in his singlet. So he was all natural while he was pulling out these pancakes,
and everybody was eating them up
and slapping people in the face with them.
And people were eating the pancakes. They was throwing them in the crowd, and they were eating them.
People were eating them.
Ball juice on the cakes.
Listen, as a big dude, you sweat extra in other places you don't want to sweat at. So you gotta take the extra.
Now that might be in the privacy of your own home, but to give the general public ball cakes was dead wrong. But so these are the same
Bootios definitely the name of that right cereal.
The same people that made Bootios gave you ball cakes. And everybody accepted it for years. I guarantee you right now, Big E can go throw that singlet on and throw some pancakes out there. They're gonna eat them.
Hey, you remember when he hit Corey Graves with the dead in the face?
Yes, that's why Corey spazzed out. That's why Corey was like,
He's
"Yo,
like-
what the hell?"
Yo, you serious?
Beside his face, like,
Now I got to Purell my whole face.
what? It reminds me of 40-year-old version of me playing basketball with the dude with the hairy chest, and his face run up against his chest like, whoa. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Okay, let's move on. Next match. I'm sorry. I'm about to. Got to swallow that down. No pun intended.
That's what she. Nope, not gonna do it. Shenanigans as usual.
You went from straps to the ball bracelets. Now let's get back to it.
Ball bracelets, the ass cakes.
Oh, hold on. We talk about the Rhea pin. It was just if you see the little Easter eggs that they say in the Marvel universe. It's a lot of freaky Easter eggs in his PLE.
Easter eggs, not Easter eggs.
Easter, whatever you want to call it.
No. We are not gonna be those black people. All right.
All I know, it was a lot of nasty going on tonight.
Yeah, Germany built different.
I'm about to move to Germany.
You know.
9.
So, main event of the night.
Meat slapping event of the evening. Come on, Kev. You can say it. You can say it. Come on. You can say it.
World Heavyweight Championship match between reigning and defending World Heavyweight Champion Gunther versus Randy Orton. As Naeem is alluding to, this was the meat slapping moment of the night.
Hard hitting.
Shout out to Luke Kaiser though, man. He killed that entrance.
Yo, shout out to my man Leonard. Thank you for joining in, my brother. Appreciate you. And happy anniversary and birthday to you, my brother. Yes, I said anniversary and birthday to my brother. So yes.
I'm selfish. I can't do that.
Look,
ladies and gentlemen.
Look, to know Leonard is to know that this brother is the true definition of being built there.
My man Kaiser said.
He said, "Hey,
give me that.
That's the only time we give him a pass to interrupt Samantha. You don't interrupt Samantha like that.
No, you don't. No.
Shout out to the outfit.
But I feel like we're not going to shout out our outfit, yo.
Yes, we are.
Yes, I am.
No,
watch that. Shout out to the outfit.
Stunning.
Look.
She's the ring general.
I muted you. You're in timeout.
He muted that.
You're in timeout. Okay.
You'll give him the Paul Heyman mute. He'll mute him like Paul Heyman. He said, "I'm from New York, and I will whoop your ass."
Shout out to Ricky for being that guy, man.
Chris said, don't put Dan in timeout.
They always trying to put me in timeout for speaking my mind. I already said
rated one whole fan out here. You got one whole fan out here.
It's all right.
I'm still waiting for
all some of us need to behave.
She's late. She usually tell him behave right about this time.
Man,
yeah.
I think she dropped off, but she just actually came back in. So, all right. So
I've been fake this whole time.
So we this match was good, man. Like we knew Randy Orton was not going to walk out with the title, but it was moments in this match you thought he was, and this is always going to be my gripe with Gunther. Gunther's a great wrestler, but his endings suck.
They do.
All his match endings suck. Even when he wins clean, they're not epic endings.
I think people are giving him a run for his money. They're trying.
Right. Don't get me wrong. Like Matt, he's had workhorse matches as the Intercontinental Champion, and he's having workhorse matches as the World Heavyweight Champion. So I'm not taking nothing away from the matches. It's just that I feel like his character, and I get it, maybe it's the whole German thing, but his character is too straightforward for me.
Well, they said it. They said it in the post press conference. That's the style of the European wrestling, and they're trying to make that popular again. I think Big E alluded to it. People complain about it, but as you clearly can see, it wins matches.
It's something special.
Yeah, but I just feel like his endings, you put Randy Orton in a sleeper. And granted, Randy Orton broke out a couple times, but you beat him with a sleep. And I know Gunther's not. I know Gunther's not, and I know he's a ring technician, so it fits the style. But I think in that situation, and in his matches don't pop to me. Like I can watch him do.
I was gonna say, if you look at the difference in how he wins his matches, the people that really give him work, the only way he gets out of that match is the sleeper. That's like a respect level thing. Everybody else, they get a power bomb or a clothesline or something crazy. Jey Uso got put to sleep. Randy Orton got put to sleep. I think Chad Gable joins put to sleep.
Sami Zayn got put to sleep.
Sami Zayn got put to sleep. That was like, okay, I've tried everything else I needed to try. It ain't working. I'm gonna just have to go with the sleeper. Is old school as hell, but it works.
I do like when he do cut promos on people. I think when he insults people in his promos, they're good. Like when he called Damian Priest street trash. All right, yeah, people got offended, but it worked. When he said that Randy Orton and his entire family was disappointments.
I was like, yeah, that was low blow.
I don't even know the guy playing like that.
I didn't even know your granddaddy was a screw up, but damn. I know your father was a screw up.
I got your back, good.
Daddy being a screw up. I seen that happen, but I didn't know your granddaddy was a screw up.
Yo, it was funny. I was like, Dad, like he cuts really good promos. Like his promos have gotten better. He can't cut a promo in real life though. Like he's out there talking to fans and shit. He does not know how.
The only thing I didn't like about the ending, as you said, it was a little. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. A couple of points in the match, I did kind of start dozing off, but because it was. I mean, come on, it was a long, drawn out. It was a wrestling match, I guess you want to say, but it was kind of dry. But if Randy Orton had that man's shoulder and arm and forearm all jacked up, and I wasn't gonna say another word, I'm glad I caught myself. I'm growing as a person. But if his arm was messed up the whole match, how the heck you got enough strength in that joint to put somebody to sleep, yo?
Well, remember he tried to powerbomb him like 3 times, and he wasn't successful until the third powerbomb.
But you can pull off a sleeper.
But remember,
the last time, wasn't. I don't think it was the fact of the sleeper. I think it was the fact of Randy's neck. When he chopped him in the back of the neck, Randy, all that spit came.
Oh no, first of all, we got to fight. You're not chopping me in the back of my neck, sir.
That little move he did when he took his feet and he twisted Randy's neck in the beginning of the match.
Yeah,
that was it from there. Randy was already messed up from there.
We are fighting in real life.
It didn't help when one time Randy got out and then that sleeper and Gunther just started dropping elbows on his neck.
Yeah.
Like with the sore arm though. With the sore arm though. You dropping elbows with the sore arm?
So you know, like you play sports. Your son, you know about adrenaline. When your blood
adrenaline kick in.
Yeah.
But when it went off, you back to being the limp noodle.
So.
And then he shook his hand. Now, granted, you shook the man's hand. I like the fact that you respected the man enough. That's the only time I've ever seen you stop and shake somebody's hand after a match. You ain't disrespect them. You ain't talk that little German.
You talking about Gunther or Randy?
I'm talking about Gunther and Randy. Actually, I ain't never seen Randy stand and shake my hand.
Oh no, Randy's done it a couple times. Yeah, Randy's done it a couple times.
Standing after the match and gave somebody props like that.
Yes, after the match, Randy Orton, this older Randy Orton, mature Randy Orton, not young Apex Predator. I'm gonna kick Vince McMahon in the forehead, Randy Orton.
That's what he should have did.
I don't like this Randy Orton. I don't like this Randy Orton.
You know
I need punt in the head, Randy Orton.
Y'all killing me. I'm saying y'all in general. Like it's like when a person matures as a wrestler and their character changes as a wrestler, y'all get mad because they're not the same person. Like me and my man Sean messaged me, was like he don't like this heartfelt Kevin Owens. I get it, but nobody
likes the maturity.
Nobody likes maturity. I like this, and I like this Randy Orton. and before it's all said and done, he's gonna go back to the old Randy Orton. But this is the longest that he has been a face. This is the longest that he's been a face, and Jesus Christ, I cannot stop stuttering. This is the longest he's been a face and had a successful run at.
But the story, he can't win the solo title if he's the face.
I'm about to say, has it been successful if he's losing?
He only wins belts when he's healed. Well, solo championships anyway.
Well, prior to his injury, he was a face, and the bro RKO thing was popping.
He was a face,
right? And he had tag titles.
That's what I'm saying. He can't win a solo title unless he's healed.
What happened?
If he wants to tie John Cena or beat John Cena, he got to be healed.
Hold on, and let's remember he was still losing matches as a heel. When Edge came back and him and Edge was scrapping, and they had the fight, and Edge had to put that man through a WWE trailer.
Oh, the greatest match of all, man.
Yeah, whatever it was a false count anywhere match, and
yeah. But I'm saying every title run he's had, he was a heel. He can't win that as a face. He can't win it as a face. I wouldn't even give him the belt if he's face. It's gonna look weird.
Why? It's not gonna look weird.
It's gonna look weird.
It's gonna look weird. It's gonna look weird.
First of all, you can't be called a viper.
When he's with Riddle, it look weird.
But you're gonna be called a glowworm. You can't be a viper and be a face. You got to change your name to glowworm.
A happy viper.
But if you notice, they really don't call him the Viper anymore. They still call him the Apex Predator, but they really don't call him the Viper anymore.
You can't be a predator if you're the face. You are the hunted. You're not the predator anymore.
No, I disagree with that. I think a champion could be a hunter.
No, you're no.
Only champion.
You don't have no reason to hunt.
Say what?
You don't have no reason to hunt. You got the title. If you're at the top of the mountain, why are you coming back down? You got to wait for him to come to you.
One person of recent time I've seen be a predator as a champion was either Brock Lesnar or currently Obafemi.
That's it.
Who?
Obafemi.
NXT.
I am the ruler.
It's my man from Black Panther.
Speaking of people that sound crazy, have y'all seen that video that's floating around with the bloodline with Tama, his brother, and Jacob coming out? And dude is just wilding out. Yo, Tama Tonga is just wild. Like his brother is trying to get into it too, but Jacob in the back the whole time like this. Jacob don't wild out till he get to the ring, but the whole time Jacob's walking out praying. But Tama Tonga's like,
somebody said Tama doing Tama things.
That's when they was about to fight the Street Profits in Europe.
Yo,
but they was hyped because Jacob was out there boot. They was ready to do work.
Yo, like if anybody needed Ritalin or Adderall, it's that guy, yo.
No, he's fine the way he is. We'll leave him alone.
I was like, do you know who they daddy is? They supposed to be crazy.
Speaking of daddies, Rikishi gonna have to stop.
Oh, hold on. No. Don't, because I'm gonna get into that before we get off. I'm gonna have a mini crazy corner before we get off the air.
But the match itself, the match was hard hitting. Right. The match was definitely fun. It was long. It was hard hitting though, and it was meat slapping. There was a lot of meat slapping going on. It was a lot happening.
It was definitely a great match, and I think Gunther had to shine. Like we already knew he was not walking out of Germany without the title, but at the same time, we thought Drew McIntyre was actually going to win the title in Scotland.
I thought he died when he got dropped to the announcing table.
So WWE is known for swerving on people, but it was a great match. It was everything that everybody thought it was going to be. It hurts to see Randy Orton not get his 15 title run, but he did just sign a new 5-year contract, so we can see what happens down the line. You never know. He may wind up.
It's going to be Randy Orton and John Cena.
Of course, WrestleMania. But I hope it ain't WrestleMania. I hope John Cena don't get a belt.
You know they're going to let that man break Ric Flair record. Y'all know this, right?
So here's the thing. And I talked about this with somebody else. I think I acted with my son. We actually talking about that last night. Here's the thing. Corporate wise, I can see them wanting John Cena to break the record. And I think somewhere deep down inside, Ric Flair would be pissed, but he would give his blessings for it. Because JBL said it, and it's always a known thing. Records are meant to stand forever.
He's not going to be happy about it.
But I don't think John wants to do it, because that's not the legacy he wants to leave for himself. And
because he really could have been did it.
Right. On his many returns back to the WWE post movie sales or whatever, he could have got the title and broke it, and then just been completely done with it. So I hit 17. I am the greatest of all time. This, that, and the third have been done with. But even he doesn't call himself the greatest of all time. Like he said, I don't care what the announcer said. I'm not the greatest of all time. That's Roman Reigns. For Roman Reigns to do what he did in the time that we were in, that's the greatest of all time. He said, I've done my accolades, I've done my thing, but it is what it is.
And he's right.
Yeah, he's absolutely right. And it takes a very humble person and a person that's also deep down in reality to know what the truth is. Because you got a lot of wrestlers who they have the ego. They just like, I can't say somebody's better than me.
But you already know, like Cody said something in the post conference, and I don't know if people actually do it, but he was like, we got to thank Gunther and Randy Orton for the house. Like if it wasn't for that match, the house wouldn't sold the way it sold. So think about Roman in the last 4 years. If it wasn't for what he did, he was the house for the last 4 years. He's the reason why they are where they are financially. He's the reason why they are where they are as a company.
I heard somebody say AJ Styles goes around and saying if this was the house that AJ Styles built. But this is also the house that Roman Reigns added mad extensions onto.
Right.
Roman Reigns added mad wings to this.
If you built the house, I built the mansion.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
On your property.
On your property.
Right.
Your property.
I'm the one that put the heated pool in. All right.
Right. This is McMahon's manor, and this now is Roman's house.
Right.
It is the single-handed greatest storyline in the history of wrestling on any platform or any network.
So I want to
They tried to go with Swerve, but
I'm going to do something tonight that is new.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to do something new tonight. I want to give you my Crazy's 5. Crazy 5 is going to be my 5 people of the night that stood out for me.
That sounds a little familiar.
That's Big E, on it.
Well, gimmick infringement. Well, gimmick infringement. But go ahead. If I can steal slap meats, you can steal Crazy 5. Go ahead.
All right. So now, honestly, and I did get the idea from Big E from tonight, so I'm not going to cap. So shout out to Big E. Thank you for the idea. So my list is similar to his, but it's going to vary a little bit. So,
all right. Number 5.
Number 5 is going to be Gunther. And the reason I'm giving to Gunther because Gunther showed up and did hit. I'm sorry. See, you did me backwards. E went from 1 through 5. E went through 1 through 5. I'm going from 5 to 1. So 1 is going to be Liv Morgan. 5. Excuse me. 5 is going to be Liv Morgan. And the reason I'm putting Liv Morgan at 5 because through everything she went through tonight, Liv Morgan is on a whole nother level now. She's living up to her song and her little catchphrase, "Watch me."
I'll watch it.
Shut up, my Lord, my
Sure
Jesus.
did. Absolutely did.
She's living up to her expectation, and she's in the proper place right now to where we can honestly respect this one for what she's doing.
I watched her get pinned too, and that pin was awesome. But go ahead.
She got
Number 4 is going to be the Terror Twins. I know they're 2 individual people, but they still had breakout matches tonight. They were
I hate the name, by the way.
show people. I love this. I love the name.
The name is good.
The name is perfect. They showed up and showed up. They showed people we don't need the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day was us, and we done laid out all of them, all 5 of them by ourselves.
Even the dumb one.
Which was a very bad idea. As a booker, that was a bad idea. If you're trying to have this group still go on, they should have went over. But go ahead.
But then you said
The
the
whole
same thing
group got
about
to
who
take time
was it?
off.
You said the same thing when Jacob Fatu showed up and he just took out everybody. Or was it Jacob? Who was it?
It was Jacob when he beat up the Street Profits and DIY the same day.
Yeah.
Actually, that was how you're supposed to book a Wild Samoan. You're supposed to let the man come in here and wreck shop. That's what should have happened when they had that 3-on match with Cody, Kevin, and Randy.
You know what? I'm wrong. It was Braun Strowman. It was when Braun Strowman came back and he buried the Judgment Day by himself.
Right. That was stupid. But they bounced back. They found a way to bounce back.
They should have jumped him like he was a kid in high school, bro.
So, number 3 is going to be Randy Orton. Randy Orton is still showing people at the age he is, yes, this clock is ticking, but he can still go. And he can still sell, and he can still put on matches. So shout out to Randy Orton. Number 2, CM Punk. CM Punk did his thing tonight. CM Punk showed up, told people yes, even though he kissed the bracelet that was on another man's crotch.
That eliminated him right there.
You're out of contention.
He can still go. He's still proving to people, I haven't been in the WWE ring consistently for 10 years, but look at me, I'm still here, I'm still standing. And as a side note, I think he said he's gonna be watching the main event to see who comes out. He's gonna wind up in a tournament, and him and Drew McIntyre are going to meet again before he even thinks about getting the title.
First of all, CM Punk is delusional. You can barely beat Drew. You want to go get in there with Gunther? Are you stupid?
So we got to see what happens. And
I know
number one, you just said his name, Gunther. As much as I'm not a Gunther fan, I give credit where credit is due. He lives up to the name. Yes, he lives up to that name. He puts on matches. Like I said, his enders are lackluster. But for you to backhand the feelings out of a human being's body on a consistent basis is real, okay? You got black women. You got black women that can't backhand like that. That's all I'm saying. All right?
You hit me in the back of my neck like that. We are fighting for real. I'm getting
no longer a match. It is a death match.
I'm gonna be fined by the end of the night because I'm turning around and I'm clocking you.
I'm getting arrested during the match.
All right. So I want to take and forgive me, fellas, because y'all brought up Rikishi, and I was going to do this anyway, but I want to take the floor real quick.
Wait, I got to do it.
Get about
there you go.
All right. For the last few months, Rikishi has been running his mouth. Rikishi is the father of Jey Uso, who is one of the hottest guys in WWE right now. He is the twin brother of Jimmy Uso, and they are the cousins of the tribal chief Roman Reigns, which means they're also Solo Sikoa's brother, who was the head of the table as of right now. And I'm using air quotes. And also cousins to Jacob Fatu and to the Tonga brothers. Here's my problem with Rikishi. Shut up. Sit down. Dog, you about to mess up your son's career. The entire time you've been trying to jump back in to get a chance to be relevant again. To be relevant again. And you're not. Stop. Are we about to have a repeat of last week? Oh, Lord Jesus.
Are you having technical difficulties?
Keep going.
Right,
keep
so,
cooking.
I'm gonna finish my thing. Rikishi, you need to stop. You're about to ruin your son's career. Ever since this whole bloodline thing took off, you've been wanting to become the new wise man since Paul Heyman got taken out. You've been trying to do fantasy bookings on the low. You even said something on your podcast which later you had to go back and recant because you realize you keep putting your foot in your mouth and it's going to hurt your son's career. Now the other day you want to come out and say, oh, no, I want to, no, I think Jay should go to AEW. For what?
So you want your son's career to be over?
Yo,
right. You want his career?
At Fanatics, they date him. He's about to get a Nike deal. That same color that he wears is only going to be for his style of Air Force Ones. You about to ruin all of that.
Why you ain't politicking for Jimmy like that? Why you ain't politicking for Solo like that? Like, sir, stay in your. You've been trying to get on this this bloodline storyline so you can push this Samoan dynasty thing. Sir, leave it alone. Let them boys cook. These boys is working. They getting jobs. They got money. They feeding you. Chill out.
All day.
Chill
all
out.
Day.
Your son ain't complaining. Why you complaining? And even if he is
want him on another brand, but like that's crazy. He gonna go over to the AEW and get lost in the sauce. The same way Ricochet gonna be in like 30 days. And there's no way possible we think that Ricochet is gonna go over there and clean house when 95% of AEW's roster is from WWE and can work better than half of them.
You ain't get if you couldn't outshine them when they was over there with you before, you're not gonna outshine them over there in that new company. It's not gonna happen.
He took shots, but it was like, bro, why are you taking shots when your fiance is still over there? You're gonna make it hard for her.
And she's actually had a better career in the last few years over there than you have.
Facts. She has more ring time. That is a damn thing when you think about it.
I think Jay need to do somewhat similar to what Charlotte had to do. You need to put your pops out the pasture and be like, look, let me do my thing. Leave me alone. Stop trying to politic for me. I got this. I'm good.
Yeah, like once again, I bring up the story where Triple H said you don't need a belt to be a champion.
You don't.
That belt, he's making it seem like the belts don't matter on everybody. Cody needed the belt. Sami Zayn needed a belt. KO doesn't need a belt. Randy really don't need a belt. Jey Uso doesn't need a belt. This man has had the second highest merch sales next to his cousin in the shortest amount of time.
That's where the money maker is. It's the merch. Yeah, people come sit down. They come to the shows and they come get buy tickets. But that merch is what keeps you popping.
Right. The shortest amount of time you were that close to your cousin in sales. That's crazy. You've been only on the Raw for what? Almost ain't even been a year yet. Cody even told him to get back into the grace of everybody. You got to go through your whole year of trials and tribulations. That means you're going to be this close every time. It's not meant for him to get a belt this year.
And not to mention, most of his championship opportunities was ruined by his brother. So now that you ain't got to worry about that, you just go do your thing, bro.
Here's the reality of it. Here's the reality of it. Let's go back to the beginning of the year. Hall of Fame ceremony. Everybody was afraid of what Scott Steiner was going to say. Remember, Scott Steiner came out and said he would never say anything to jeopardize Braun Breaker's career. Because he knows his mouth can have repercussions on his nephew. Why is it that Rikishi doesn't understand your mouth can have repercussions on your son? Now, granted, Triple H is not BKM, but
if he was,
hinder him.
Mm-hmm.
Right, now if this was VKM, and because Rikishi spoke out the way he's been speaking out, Jay would have lost so much momentum.
Yeah. So
if I'm a father of a child that is in any field and they're the hottest person in the field, and even though I got experience in that and I got people before me that got experience in that, wrestling is like hip hop. It changes. Corey Guns couldn't tell his son how to perform in this day's market. But he tried. It's not the same market. So Rikishi needs to understand this is not the same market. And Triple H is doing, like you said, Danny, long-term storytelling, long-term booking. Rikishi don't get that, oh, my son is hot right now, let's put the belt on him. But let's say you put the belt on him, then what? Then he may wind up in the Cody Rhodes situation where people not finding his matches that good. Yeah, people yeeting all over the place. You come out, he is lit. He coming through the crowd. He got the fans on him. Everybody supporting him. You got people at home doing this every time he comes out. But because of your mouth,
Michael Cole yeeting. Michael Cole is 155 years old yeeting.
He is not 155 years old. But Michael Cole is out there yeeting, yo. But the thing is, you're about to ruin your son's career because you don't know how to keep your mouth shut.
Yeah, he talking about he don't understand why they doing what they doing. Like who else was saying something? Mark Henry, when he was like he don't understand the fact of the Wyatt Six makes their debut, and then all of a sudden they all out with their mask off going to Starbucks. We already knew who they was before they put the mask on.
Exactly.
They can go to Starbucks and McDonald's. We don't care as long as you do your role in the ring.
But you also gotta remember, like Mark Henry is from that same school that Undertaker's from. Like
Yeah,
kayfabe all the time, kayfabe all the time, kayfabe all the time.
yeah.
And we kind
But
of
this,
touched on that
like
when we
you
talked
said,
about
this
New
is
Day.
it evolved.
Right, it had.
It had to evolve, and they're stuck in that time. So it's like at this sometime in this life, your opinion is going to slowly welter away.
But
But you're
even
going to hinder a
Undertaker
few
had to
people.
understand. But even Undertaker came to the realization that okay, yeah, I don't like the whole internet thing, but I get it now because it's not the
Yeah,
same. Because everybody knows what wrestling is now.
yeah.
Everybody knows what it is.
It's
But I
choreographed.
will
We
say
don't say the F word.
it's not choreographed. But I will say that it still needs to be protected, some level of protection to the product and with the characters. But we know CM Punk and Drew McIntyre are really friends in real life.
Did you see that picture?
Yes.
Yeah, I was hurt. I'm like, yo, people really be out here trying to figure out little spots, bro. Like, bro, for a long time, I really didn't think they like each other. I seen that picture today.
For real, they're like, oh my god, like, are you serious? Now don't get me wrong,
Listen,
you got people in the locker
I
room
was
who have
engulfed in
legitimate.
this story, and then he kissed the bracelet, and I was like, yeah, we done. We're done.
All right, yeah, we just want to do the summary, and we're gonna get
We
prepared to get out of
be
here. Nah, what was your overall thoughts for this pay-per-view PLE Bash Berlin?
Overall, it was a good pay per view, and I think as he alluded to in the post conversation, their PLEs in the last few months have been on fire. Their overseas PLEs have been dope. The matches have been good, well put together. Shout out to Davari and Biss. I heard they were the producers of this PLE, and
Ooh,
they might have been the producers of a couple of last PLEs. Abyss from TNA and Davari.
yeah.
Yeah, they were producers of the PLE today.
Huh?
They've been doing right since they got over there. Since I think they got Abyss back there, Davari back there. The dude from used to be with Chad Gable, his tag partner, he back there.
Yeah.
Jordan, shoot,
You
something
know who it is?
Jordan.
Yeah, the little
Yeah.
young black kid. I don't know if Jimmy Jacobs is still
Petey
back there or not.
Williams. Petey Williams
Yeah,
is
he's
there
still back
too,
there.
Petey Williams still back there.
and
Bobby
that's what I
Roode.
meant.
Bobby
Yeah,
Roode.
Bobby Roode's the producer
They've been,
now.
these producers
Hurricane,
been
Chris
putting on
Helms,
and help.
Helms is the
They've
producer.
been putting on. Like they making
Oh, and
Triple
Jamie
H's job a
Noble.
lot easier.
Jamie
Yeah,
Noble.
Jamie Noble.
They doing Triple H job is, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but it's easier when you got these people who know wrestling, who know storylines, can actually come out here
But
and
it's
make
also
good things happen.
it also gives you a better product when you don't have somebody at the last minute changing the entire show 3 minutes before they go
In your
live.
earlobe.
Right.
Overall, I love the PLE. The PLE was dope. My only comment is going to be towards the press, the media. When they ask questions, and I know sometimes you don't want to ask the normal boring question. Well, what was your thoughts on the PLE? How do you feel about the match? But y'all be asking some of the most dumbest shit. I don't understand. Like you keep asking the girl about AEW, and she clapped back like, "Look, stop asking me that." You asked Cody Rhodes about, "Hey, you're gonna watch Vince McMahon's thing on Netflix, and do you think the lady was lying?" Fuck, I know. How would I know if she lied or not? I ain't got nothing to do with that.
Yo,
This,
Cody
I,
deferred that. He deferred that message real good though.
yeah, he did. He's been doing the EVP thing for a while now, so he's good at this. But I'm
Right,
like, yo,
and
stop
that's
asking stupid questions.
I think that's the other reason why Triple H was like, "I'm gonna need you to go out there. I'm not gonna be there, so I'm gonna need you to go out there."
He's somebody who knows how to handle themselves out there.
Right, but you notice though, whenever Triple H is out there, I think
The press
maybe
take
two
advantage.
reporters, not even that, but two reporters might have asked him about Vince McMahon, and they shut that down real quick. They no longer ask about Vince McMahon. So I guess the guy thought he'd be slick and try to get Cody to say something.
Nah.
Like, I don't have enough information to even answer that question. Like, we're too busy trying to work, sir. We're too busy trying to put on performances. Like, stop asking
That's
stupid
like when the
questions.
guy asked John Cena when John Cena came back to announce his retirement, and he asked John. John was like, "What are you talking? Like, I'm not. I'm in my own world right now. Like, I'm not even concerned with that."
My favorite question is: do you think you'll be coming back for WrestleMania? I don't know.
Look at this guy here. I don't know. But yeah, like, stop asking dumb questions. If focus on the pay-per-view that just happened. Don't ask me about nothing else and nobody else's business because I don't know. And even if I did know, I don't know.
No, remember when they at LA Knight? How do you feel about being United States champion? I just got it.
I just got it.
I just got it.
Let me hold it low. He said I've been hitting the, what do you call it, the Mike Hard lemonade. You asking me wrong at the wrong time, bro.
Oh man.
Overall, I liked it. It was cool. As always, they've been putting on for the last year. So, you know, it's been going nonstop. So kudos.
All right, Danny, what's your final thoughts, sir?
I liked it. It was good. Everybody who I thought was gonna win won. I just wish it was a little bit more shenanigans was going on. I'm a fan of long storytelling, so I'm a fan of that. If the story's over too quick, you lost me. I'm a fan of it. I don't want none of these stories to end because they're not ending the right way they supposed to end. So, other than that, it was good. And I have my only thing with the press, but I agree with him. Stop asking these dumbass questions. Stop asking me for 1+1. I'm 45.
Jesus Lord. My overall thought for the PLE was it was a great PLE. Once again, Europe has showed up and showed out. I really do think that we, people in the States and Canada, actually not because Canada showed up too in Toronto. But no, so it's us.
America's
show
spoiled.
up more. Yeah, we all spoiled. You're absolutely right, and we need to show up and show out more because this is our product. This is something that we cherish and we grew up watching. We got our kids invested in and so forth and so on. So we need to show up and show out just as hard as the Europeans have been doing these last few PLEs that we've had across seas. Match wise, all the matches was good. I was woke for all of them. I didn't nod off on one, which I've kind of done with the last few. Because some of the matches you be sitting there like, and, it's over. Shoot, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? Like even Nas said he kind of nodded off in the main event. So, but it happens. And sometimes, we getting older.
Yeah, I did a little bit. I did toward the end.
Yeah, it's harder for us to keep our attention. We're getting older now, so we need something off the hook to keep our attention going. Don't act like you ain't got ADHD, Danny.
I tell you, quick, fast, and hurry. Yes, my attention span gets lost quick.
Right.
If somebody ain't get thrown to a table or somebody got rocked, or at least some matching moves going back and forth at a high pace, I'm dozing.
Hey, kid, I gotta write all my ideas down before I lose. I got book days, right?
I'm gonna tell you right now, like SmackDown, watching Michin and Nia Jax go, dude, like the chair shots, the trash can shots. That's kendo sticks.
Yo,
I was all for it.
Can we ask, is Michin okay? Because you don't just get sat on with a garbage can on your face and you be okay.
That's what she does, though. She's a street fighter.
Sir, the garbage can, they had to unbend the garbage can off her face.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I just wish she would have
as sexy as Nia is not a little girl. And Nia came down. Came down.
Girl,
you can only control that fall but so much.
She came down on her hard.
So, but no, it was a good PLE. I definitely enjoyed it. Looking forward to the next one.
That was a meat wash.
Bad Blood's coming up in Atlanta in October, which will be the first Bad Blood in like forever.
First of all, WWE, I see why y'all keep having high grossing gates with these tickets being as high as they are. Y'all out y'all damn mind. Yes, I said it. You out your rabbit ass mind. I went to go look at the tickets for Atlanta, the ones that weren't sold out, because the ones that were sold out, you might as well have sold a child or a third or a body part or organ for these tickets. But then the ones that are left, then when you start getting up in the nosebleeds and you still paying $500, what?
Did you say sell a child, yo?
Yo, I seen tickets up there as high as $1,800.
Okay, so
now granted, you get to go.
Hold on. Before I allow you to continue, sir, we here, Two Fat Guys Podcast, do not condone nor endorse the selling of any children for any means or purposes.
Unless it gets me backstage.
We do not believe in human trafficking. We are actually against human trafficking. So that's where we stand at, ladies and gentlemen. So please.
Well, that's what these ticket prices are. They're human trafficking. They trafficking you in this building so they can make millions off of you. Now, granted, I love wrestling, but I need to go back to Madison Square Garden $20 ticket days. What happened to them days? Where's the dollar off day at?
How much do you love your son?
Now, granted, when they said you can meet Jay, they said you can get a pass, and you can go there, and you can meet Jay Cargill. I was like, "Ooh, let me find out," because I do want to, just lean my head on the shoulder just one good time. But not for no $500. For $500,
those priority passes. Those priority passes?
Yeah, they like the passes were like the silver, the gold, and it's an ultra one. Like for WrestleMania, but I was hurt.
I need to see what the bronze section look like once they get done. The silver section is not for me.
The bronze section ain't for us either.
If I'm paying $500 for a woman, it's gonna have to be meat slapping type of event.
Nor do we condone that either, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm just saying.
Now wait.
Trading something for money. No.
If you call me $500 for a woman, it's gonna have to be for some good reasons.
There are no Diddy's, there are no Kellys.
No Diddy's, no Kellys, no Bobby's, no Whitney's, no Robert.
No.
I used to Furthermore, I used to live in Baltimore, where one of these current hosts live at. I went down to a club in their city, and I spent $30 and had a way better time than I'm going to spend $500 and lose all my money and my rent money and my bills is late. No, I'm not doing it.
Come in with the five.
So the place that you went to, did they have the name Norma's?
It did, and her cousin Jean was there.
And Norma Jean.
Norma and her cousin Jean.
Like Skittle.
You know what's funny? Never been there.
What?
Never been there.
I know you're a man of the cloth and everything, but how you gonna reach? You're supposed to be able to reach people where they are. You need to go down there and talk to them where they are.
And Norma Jean, the pastor, the DJ.
So even before I took my vow, before I became a minister, I should say, I never frequent those places for the pure fact that I want to tell you why. I'm not giving you money, and I can go home and get it for free. I'm already paying for it at home.
Well, sir, what were you trying to get at the club, sir? What were you trying to get?
You're not going to shake your tatas and ha-has in my face. I got to throw money at you when I can go home and get the tatas and ha-has.
Now, see, here's money. Right, here's where you're wrong. Because you pay your little $10 to get in. I got a beer, and the beer was like $8.
And I walked around.
That's it. That's it.
It's not giving no tuition money out of my pocket. I'm trying to go to school too.
Ask me, hey, you want to dance? No, I'm good. Let me just drink this beer.
I'm good, Joy.
Oh, sorry. People like, yes, we're not paying. I'm sorry. I understand. You're trying to stick up for your sisters. We're not paying your rent. I'm not paying your cable bill, ma'am. No. True story. I took a homeboy. I know this is off subject. It has nothing to do with wrestling, but I took a homeboy to one of those establishments for his birthday. My homegirl said, "Hey, can you take my brother out?" I took the dude out. I gave the dude like $60. I said, "All right, pace yourself, bro. This is the first time he was in an establishment like this." 10 minutes later, he came back and asked me, "Do I got any more change?" What happened to the 60 I just gave you, sir? Well, I gave it to her. We over. The night is over. It's a wrap.
See,
you don't know how to manage your money.
So for me, it's like going to the casino. It's fun when you first walk in, the lights and the sounds that got your attention, and then after a while, I'm like, I'm ready to go home. I'm like, I just don't go.
No, I'm sorry. I had to do it one time. I'm sorry. I went on a number of occasions.
I'm
but
not
there was
saying
one
I've
time
never
there was
been.
some
I'm not
things
saying I've
involved.
never been, because I've been to Hustlers, but it's not my thing. Like, that's just not my thing.
Well, it was my thing.
Okay, good for you.
It's my thing.
It was my thing.
I understand. I commend your reasoning for not going, but you could have took her with you.
Facts.
Yeah, my wife's not into that.
I mean, she could have just guarded the door. And
You got to know your partner. I know my partner.
Oh no,
I don't know. You go, she look at you and be like, shenanigans.
No. It's levels of shenanigans my wife is not going to tolerate, and that is one of them. So,
oh boy.
moving on. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we have come to the end of another great episode of, I'm sorry, what?
I said, I'm sorry, we had to cancel. I was putting the order in for you and had to cancel it.
I was about to order a swing. I'm sorry.
Oh.
Okay.
Exactly. Get the little swing. Get it by now way.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have come to an end of another fantastic shenanigans-filled episode of the Bad Guys Podcast. Once again, we would like to thank our brother and arm Big Nine for coming out, hanging out with us. Definitely check out Big D on Psycho Music and Psycho Gaming. It's actually Psycho Gaming TV.
Wait a minute.
Danny.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Danny.
Wait a minute.
Big Danny.
Wait a minute. You're not going to just glaze over that. You're not going to just gloss over that, sir. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hey, Doc, go ahead, bro.
Hold on, sir. Hold on. 1 second. I need to get myself together. Okay. Go.
Check out Danny. Check out Big Danny on Psycho Music and Psycho Gaming TV. I need to update that, but it's Psycho Gaming TV on not Instagram. What is that? TikTok. Psycho Gaming TV
TikTok and
on
Twitch.
TikTok and Twitch. My Twitch page is live. I will be streaming tomorrow about 1:30 p.m. Eastern time, and you can reach me on Crazy Kevin. The name will be changing soon, but it is still under Crazy Kevin. I'm going to be streaming Hardline, Battlefield Hardline. I'm going to do some old school stuff. What is wrong with you? What is wrong? Please explain to me. What did I miss? What did I miss? No. We're on pause right now. What did I miss? Because I said I'm streaming Hardline, Battlefield Hardline.
It's
the name of the game.
It's him. I keep looking at him, and then it's him.
It wasn't him because you laughed first.
I looked at him. I looked at him. And he looked over there. Even though y'all not in the same spot, he looked at you.
Beavis said both y'all in timeout.
And I was like,
Beavis said both y'all in timeout.
On my screen, even though y'all not in the same place, when you said that, he looked at you like, what? See the comments? You see what's coming from? Come on. I can't be the only person. I can't be.
No, it's the name of the damn game. It is Battlefield Hardline.
You got to lead off a Battlefield first, bro.
You got to put that out there first.
I was trying to say Battlefield, but
Hardline
came out first. Shut up.
You said I'm streaming Hardline. Like, what? Wait a minute.
Oh my God. It was not a pause show.
Oh, man.
All right, so.
I mean, you got to make money whatever way you can make money. I'm all for it, sir. I'm not going to support you that way, but I encourage you. Make your money how you make it.
1:30 tomorrow, I will be on Twitch streaming Battlefield Hardline.
I'm about to be a stripper myself. Stripper ain't gonna be roll out.
You're muted.
Again. He got him again.
You're muted. You're muted.
You got the slash going through your mic already. Again.
I'm not dealing with you. We got to get off the air. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children. Danny, what do we got coming up next week, sir?
Woo! The battles.
The battles?
We got the battles coming up.
Who we got battling next week?
Should I say?
Yes.
All right, it's Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens, the old NXT classic.
All right. Yeah,
we're going to talk about this one. Then go to bed. Why every week somebody trying to put me to bed?
She ain't trying. She said go to bed. See, that's first of all, that's my wife. She ain't trying to put you to bed. She said go to bed. I'm gonna need you to rephrase your wording, sir.
Oh, me? Want me to rephrase my wordings? Ain't that the pot on the kettle black?
I got a whole speech impediment. Okay? Sometimes my brain locks up. You have no goddamn list.
It sounds like I'm chewing a rubber band every time I talk.
No, you don't.
What's this? Spaghetti.
I'm just a visitor here. This is what they do. I'm just visiting. I don't know what's going on.
How you gonna add a lisp to your voice?
Switzerland.
Stop talking, yeah.
I got a list pedal from Baltimore. I got 2 shots in one.
When meat slapping goes wrong, you get these types of
Jay Holiday song. Put you to bed.
Baby.
On that note, ladies and gentlemen, we do appreciate y'all. We're going to go ahead and go bye-bye now.
Oh, yeah, y'all might want to invest in that Patreon because I feel like there's a lot more Dan wants to say.
Nope. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we do appreciate you. Two Fat Guys Podcast. We love you. Thank you so much. We will be back next week with another, as Naeem would like to say, meat slapping episode for you guys. I'm looking forward to it as always. So thank y'all once again. Spotify, Two Fat Guys Podcast. Episodes go live on Tuesdays. So let your friends tell your friends, tell their friends. Facebook, Two Fat Guys Podcast. TikTok and Instagram, Two Fat Guys Podcast. And you know, Two Fat Guys Podcast 99. And also Two Fat Guys Podcast 99 on YouTube. We appreciate you. We love you. Once again, tell a friend that it's Two Fat Guys Podcast. Love y'all.